Today I'd like to show you my collection of Trix OO Gauge model trains. They're all made in Germany and they're from the 1960s and 1980s. I've been collecting these for quite a few years, and I figured I'd bring out the collection today to show some of the train buffs. I know that these aren't American, like I said, they're German, but these are something you don't see every day. They're not like your average Atlas or Bachmann or any of the other stuff from that era. Tycho, Mantua. These are all European. Here's a pretty hard to find one right here. I haven't seen this one right there too much, or this one. But they're all in running condition. The passenger cars are actually illuminated when you add power to the track. And here's the locomotive I have on the track right now. I'll show you guys the back here. Oh, I just bumped into my chair. We got a lot of assorted power, steam, diesel. But man, I really like those passenger cars. Got some shell tankers. This is one of my favorite locomotives in the collection. It's one of the newest ones, but it's also very detailed. It's an 080. It's a very interesting model. It's pretty nice. Something you don't see, like I said. So we'll put it back and we'll run some of these interesting and uncommon trains. They're pretty common overseas, but you just don't see a lot of them here in the US or in North America for that matter. They run on 3-rail track. If you didn't notice, they run on 3 rails, just like O gauge, but they're about HO scale sized. And these are 00 gauge, not scale. They're not 00 scale, they're 00 gauge. I'll get a HO scale piece of rolling stock to show you guys a comparison for size. Alright, so here's on the right is a piece of American HO scale rolling stock. On the left is a German 00 gauge passenger car or coach. And just to show that this piece of American rolling stock does fit on these three rail 00 gauge track. You can see it rolls nice and easy. And this is the original 00 gauge piece of rolling stock that was meant for this track, and it also rolls just as well. So I guess you could use this 00 gauge track interchangeably for HO scale track, although I don't know why you would want to. It's got that 3rd rail, and a big difference between the two pieces of rolling stock I realized, and why you couldn't use the 00 gauge, is because of the flanges on the wheels. The flanges on the wheels are much deeper, so you couldn't use this on your standard HO scale track. On the other hand, what makes the HO scale much more universal is because of its more shallow flanges as you can see here. Got horn hooks here. Yes, I'm aware of that. I will be changing that out. But flanges are not nearly as deep. So that's one difference I wanted to show. Before anyone starts asking me what's the difference between double O gauge and HO scale. So now we got that all cleared up. We can run some trains on the 3-rail double O gauge track. Let me get these out of here. Okay, we're gonna run this little, I guess, I don't know what you'd call it in European terminology when it comes to train stuff, but I'm gonna consider this a manifest, what I put together here. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any further knowledge about these trains, please let me know in the comments below. And appreciate your guys' viewing.